How many offers should you be sending a month in your land investing business? My name's Sumner Healey and I sell land on the internet. The last 18 months I've sold a little over $2.2 million of land all through this computer. I make these videos to document my land investing journey and hopefully help others along the way. The age-old question. How much direct mail should you be sending every single month in your land investing business? Well, let's zoom out. Let's back up before we go and answer that question. And let's wrestle with the fact that I think far too many people treat this business like a hobby. If you guys want to hear my thoughts on how to get out of the hobbyist stage of your land investing business, we've got a separate video that we'll link to down below. But what a lot of folks do is they get hung up on the fact that direct mail costs money, it takes time to research markets, and so they prolong the inevitable, they push it off, and then they finally do it. To add on top of that, you've also got just an absolute metric crap ton of misinformation out there. You've got people that are teaching, send 100 offers a week, send 200 offers a week, send, 1,000 offers a week even. And simply put, that's just not enough mail to get the deals flowing. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to break the mold. We need to get out of that hobbyist mentality. We need to look at this as a business because ultimately that's what it is. We need to set a marketing budget and we need to stick to it. So what we do is we just reverse engineer how much we can spend per month. That'll inform us of how much we can actually send in terms of letters. Let's say we've got 10 grand to spend. At about 50 cents a letter, 10 cents per record for data, we might be shaking out somewhere in the neighborhood of 16,000, 18,000, 20,000 pieces of mail per month if we're going to dedicate that $10,000 budget. So figure out how much you can spend. Then what you need to do is figure out when you're going to be sending that mail. No, I would not advise sending all your mail at once. I like doing it on a weekly schedule. The reason being is you want to smooth out the curve of when the mail is hitting. You don't want to send it all at once and get this huge spike where you can't keep up with it. You want just a steady, consistent flow of inbound leads coming in. The other reason that we do it like that is if you're gonna go and attack, 15,000 pieces of mail all at once, you're gonna go price that, you're gonna feel like you're losing your mind in the process because it's gonna be incredibly difficult. So instead of what you should do is just divvy it up, do 4,000, 5,000 pieces of mail per week if that's what you're going after. And so what we do is on Mondays, we do something called Market Mondays. Mondays are our days where we go do market research. And then the rest of the week, we are aggregating data, pricing data, figuring out what kind of offer type we want to use. If you guys have questions about offer types, we also have another video about offer types linked down below. So that's the framework, right? Hey, we're gonna do a market research on Mondays. We're gonna make sure that we are having a weekly cadence for sending our mail so it doesn't all hit at once. We're gonna figure out what our monthly budget is, then we'll reverse engineer how much mail that actually is gonna equal on a weekly and a monthly basis. So now we're gonna bring in some anecdotal experience. In our business, we focus on mid-tier to high-tier properties. These are properties that we're buying for $20, $30, $40, $50,000 and usually reselling them for about double, call it, 40, 60, 100, on and on and on in terms of the actual resell. The vast majority of these deals are gonna be cash sales, so we're typically selling it at a lower ROI, but we're gonna price it really, really competitively and get cash in return so we can go turn that cash and go do more deals. That's the framework that we use in our business. So the numbers that I'm going to provide here are for deals like that. Now, if you're going after different land types, different price points, different markets, you're going to see a ton of variety in terms of what you can expect from mailer yields. But what I tell folks as a general rule of thumb is if you're looking to go buy quality assets that you're truly buying at a discount, you're truly buying what we call equity, right? The property's worth 100 grand, you're buying it for 50. Presumably there's $50,000 of equity that you're capturing there. If you're trying to buy deals like that, what we see is depending on the market, it's about 1,500 to 2,500 pieces of direct mail per closed deal. Now, of course, we're still gonna get a lot more leads and maybe some of those leads drop 6 months from now or a year from now. And so, you can get more juice out of that squeeze, but what we see is, again, we're gonna get about one closed deal within that mailer cycle. If we're going after these kinds of properties at that 1,500 to 2,500 pieces of mail point. So if we reverse engineer that, we can figure out, hey, we're spending anywhere between $700 all the way up to $1,500 in marketing costs just to get one deal. But for us, if that deal is gonna make us $20, $30, $40, $50,000, $100,000 in profit, well, you'd just be crazy not to do it. The problem is I see so many people in this business that don't have a clear structure for their marketing that they might even know that those numbers do exist. They might know that they have an incredible return on their ad spend, yet they're just not structured, they're not organized with their mailing. And so they'll send, 2,500 one month, 10,000 one month, 3,000 the next month. It's all scattered all over the map. So if you're in a place where you're not seeing the consistency in your business, you're not seeing consistent deal flow, and ultimately you're not seeing consistent revenue, a lot of it's gonna backtrack to the fact that you're just not sending enough mail and you're not adhering to a marketing cadence. I think so many people are shocked by the notion that you need to send really tens of thousands of pieces of mail per month if you're looking to do a high number of deals. I think far too many people have been misled in this business that you can get away with sending a few thousand pieces of mail per month and have a booming 7-figure land business. It's simply not the case. What we see is with us and with peers in this business that are at the same place, they'll send 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 50,000 pieces of mail per month. And that might sound gargantuan, that might sound big, but it's only because you've been given misinformation that sending 20 offers a day or 100 offers per week is enough to actually create a sustainable business. It's simply not. If you go and look at the pure flat out cost relative to other businesses, if you send out 100,000 pieces of direct mail in a month, that's going to be $60,000 in that month on marketing spend. There are tens of thousands of businesses in the US that spend that much monthly. In fact, there's businesses that spend that much daily just on Facebook ads. And so I think you really need to kind of shift the frame of where you're coming from. If you're looking at, wow, sending out 100,000 offers per month is unbelievably high, it might just seem high because you've been told otherwise. But if you actually go look at the true cost of sending out that much mail and compare it to businesses in other industries and what they spend on their marketing to acquire customers, you quickly realize that it's actually not that far-fetched to ratchet your marketing out to where you're spending $20,000, $40,000, $50,000, $100,000 a month on marketing. And truth be told, this is why I prefer to focus on the actual marketing spend opposed to the number of letters that are being sent out. So many people talk about this ad nauseum in the forums in this business and on YouTube and on social media. They talk about the mailer numbers. This is how much mail we're sending out. This is how much mail we just sent out last month. I don't really care about that. What I want to see is, hey, how much are you spending annually on your marketing? Because what we've seen in our business is if we go put out $1 on marketing, we typically are getting $5, $6, $7, $10 back in return on the back end. So when someone says, hey, I'm running a land business and I spent $500,000 last year on marketing, I can quickly tell that, hey, you've got a booming business, opposed to someone that said, hey, last month I sent 10,000 letters, but really the month before that you sent 2,500 and the month before that you sent 4,000. You don't have consistency to how you're marketing. So all this to be said, I don't think there is a clear-cut answer of how much mail you need to be sending. I think truthfully, if we get to the bottom of it, it's about figuring out how much you can spend on marketing, and that will inform how much mail you're going to be sending out. And furthermore, you need to stick to a clear marketing cadence. You can't miss a beat there. I always reference this, but go look at other businesses. Other businesses do not miss the beat when it comes to consistently marketing because it's what they have to do. For whatever reason, people in the land investing community seem to think that this is something that you just do when you feel like it. It's simply not. So if you're looking to achieve massive results in your business, if you're looking to see consistency, both in terms of deals and in terms of revenue and ultimately in terms of profit in your pocket, you need to start marketing more and you need to start marketing consistently. So I hope this video was helpful. I know it was incredibly rambly, but I've got a lot to say about this matter because I've been stuck on the other side of the spectrum where I was convinced that if I send out 3,000 pieces of mail per month, I'm gonna build the business that I want to build. It's simply not the case. Send more mail, guys, and you will see better results in your business. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe. If you hated it, give it a thumbs down. That's totally cool with me as well. And I'll see you guys in the next video.